Good morning. In this lecture, I want to talk about pulse code modulation. So here I want to discuss about pulse code modulator transmitter and its operation. Okay, then we have to talk about the waveforms generated from PCM. Then again we have to cover PCM receiver and its operation. Then advantage of PCM technology or PCM modulation and disadvantage of PCM modulation. So when I am coming to describe or discuss pulse code modulation in detail, I can tell that PCM is a type of pulse modulation which is like PAM, PWM or PPM, but there is an important difference between them, which is PM, PWM or PPM are analog pulse modulation system, whereas PCM is a digital pulse modulation system. This is the difference. Okay, that means the PCM output is in the coded digital form, and it is the form of digital pulses of constant amplitude, width and position. Okay, and the information is transmitted in the form of code words. That is, a PCM system consists of a PCM encoder and a PCM decoder or receiver. Okay, so the essential operation in the PCM transmitter are sampling, quantizing and encoding. Okay, and the operation are usually performed in the same circuit, which is called as analog to digital converter. Okay, and this should be understood that the PCM is not modulation in the conventional sense, because in the modulation one of the characteristic of the carrier is varied in proportion with the amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay, now I want to describe you about PCM transmitter. So for that we have to bring the block diagram first, and then after that we can describe details, or I can tell details about the operation of PCM transmitter. Okay, so this is the diagram of PCM transmitter or encoder. Okay, see the diagram. This is the block diagram of PCM encoder. Okay, PCM from which we are getting PCM output signal. Okay, so here I want to discuss the operation of PCM transmitter in detail. So as we know that the analog signal XT, see the signal which you are getting as input. Okay, that is the input signal is analog signal, which is XT is passed through a band limiting low pass filter. Okay, see the block diagram. I am describing the block diagram now. Okay, then which is when the analog signal XT is passed through a band limiting low pass filter, which has a cutoff frequency FC, which is equal to W hertz, and this will ensure that okay XT will not have any frequency component higher than W. Okay, that is within W the frequency will have. Okay, so by which it will be eliminate the possibility of aliasing. Okay, then what will happen, the band limited analog signal is then applied to sample and hold circuit where it is sampled at adequately high sampling rate. Then the output of sample and hold block is a flat topped palm signal. Then these samples are then subjected to the operation called quantization in the quantizer. Okay, then quantization process is the process of approximation, as well as it will be explained later on. Okay, then the quantization is used to reduce the effect of noise, and the combined effect of sampling and quantization produces the quantized palm or the quantizer's output. Okay, so from the quantizer's output we are getting quantized palm. Okay, then see the block diagram. Okay, here we are getting quantized palm. Okay, then the quantized palm pulses are applied to an encoder. Okay, and which is basically the encoder is basically an A to D converter. So each quantized level is converted into an n-bit digital word by A to D converter. Okay, and the value of n can be 8, 16, 32, 64, etc. Then the encoder output is converted into stream of pulses by the parallel to serial converter block. So thus at the PCM transmitter's output we get a train of digital pulses. Okay, so a pulse generator produces a train of rectangular pulses with each pulse of duration tau seconds. Okay, so the frequency of the signal is f small s. The frequency of signal is fs. Okay, hertz, and the signal acts as a sampling signal for the sample and hold block. So the sample signal acts as a clock signal for the parallel to serial converter, and the frequency fs is adjusted to satisfy the Nyquist criteria. So here are the, I want to show the waveforms of the PCM output. Okay, so these are the waveforms of the PCM output, which is we are getting. First we are the input signal, which is xt, continuous time message signal. Then we are getting pulse generator output. Then after that flap top PM. So then after that see the signal quantized palm. Okay, yes, according to the block diagram we are getting different signal from different output. Okay, so then finally from the quantized palm we are getting PCM output. Okay, so this is the waveform of from which we are getting the digital output from the continuous time message signal. Okay, or from the XT we are getting PCM output now. Okay, now I want to discuss about the demodulator or PCM receiver or decoder. Okay, so this is the decoder or PCM receiver. Okay, this is the block diagram of decoder or PCM receiver. So obviously here the input will be what? Our digital signal, that is PCM plus noise. Then from that we will get the analog signal from the output of the receiver. Okay, so operation of PCM receiver. Okay, we want to describe the block diagram now in detail. So a PCM signal contaminated with noise is available at the receiver's input. Then the generation circuit at the receiver will separate the PCM pulses from noise and will reconstruct the original PCM signal. Okay, so then what will happen? See the block diagram. Then what will happen? The pulse generator has to operate in synchronization with that at the transmitter, and thus at the regeneration circuit output we get a clean PCM signal. So the reconstruction of PCM signal is possible due to the digital nature of PCM signal. Thus reconstructed PCM signal is then passed through a serial to parallel converter. Then when we are talking about the output of this block, this output of block is then applied to a decoder. Okay, and the decoder is a D2A converter. Okay, so which performs exactly the opposite operation of the encoder, and the decoder output is the sequence of a quantized multi-level pulses, and the quantized palm signal is thus obtained at the output of the decoder. Okay, and this quantized palm signal is passed through a low pass filter. Okay, this quantized palm signal is passed through a low pass filter. See the diagram, and to recover to the analog signal, which is XT. So then the low pass filter is called as the here we can tell that the low pass filter is called as the reconstruction filter, and its cutoff frequency is equal to the message bandwidth. Okay, which is designed by previously, which is W, or decided by previously, which is W, that is message bandwidth. Okay, now I want to talk about the advantage of PCM. Come to the advantage of PCM. So the advantage of PCM, it is very high noise immunity. That is, very noise immunity is good. is very good. Okay. Then due to digital nature of the signal, repeaters can be placed between the transmitter and the receiver. So the repeaters actually regenerate the received PCM signal. So this is not possible in the analog signal. So repeaters further reduces the effect of noise. So here the advantages: repeaters reduces noise. Okay. So then I can tell that the next advantage is it is possible to store the PCM signal due to its digital nature. So as the signal is digital, okay, it is possible to store the signal. Okay. Then it is possible to use various coding techniques so that only the described person can decode the received signal. So this makes the communication very secure. So when we are following PCM technology, so here the communication is secure. Communication is secure. Here also we can tell that the increased channel bandwidth requirement for PCM is balanced by the improved SNR. So this is due to the fact that PCM obeys an exponential law. Okay. That means here PCM obeys exponential law. Okay. Exponential law. Then we can tell the another advantage is there is a uniform format used for transmission of different type of baseband signal. Okay, uniform format. Okay, the format is very uniform format. Then the next advantage is it is easy to drop or reinsert the message source in a PCM TDM system. So that means I can write here it is easy to drop or reinsert. Okay, so these are the major advantages of PCM signal. Then come to the disadvantage. Okay, so the major disadvantage is the encoding, decoding and quantizing circuit of PCM is complex. Okay, that means this is a very complex system. System is very complex and PCM requires a large bandwidth as compared to other system. Bandwidth requirement. Bandwidth requirement is large. The bandwidth requirement is in PCM technologies large. Now I want to discuss about certain applications of PCM. Okay. In my first application, I can tell in telephony. It is used in telephony. Then also it is used in the space communication. Okay, so it is used in telephony and also it is used in space communication, also used in spacecraft transmit signals to Earth, spacecraft, okay. So these are the applications of PCM, okay. Thank you very much.